before I start, I just wanna say one thing, and that is my sexy intro. Look at it, admire it, tell me how you like it. I'm quite fond of it, but I think it looks awesome, and I'm glad to finally have an intro. But all that aside, let's get into these battles, shall we? Today we have 3 short but still good battles. If I remember correctly, 1 is NU and 2 are random battles. Or, I don't know, I just know it's random battle and NU. I'll tell you which one is when it comes up. And they were all kind of short, like 3 minutes each, so I figured I'll just put them together and get a good video out of it. So this first battle is against this person called Swishface, and she starts off with the horsey. I start off with the Moltres. This is the random one. You turn out predicting the water move, but it doesn't happen, so she goes for it. She misses and she goes for Hydro Pump and misses, and I set up spikes. Goes for Hydro Pump, misses again, I set up another layer of spikes. She goes for Hydro Pump, hits this time, and OHKOs my Nidoran. I sit on my Coughing to take an Ice Beam, not very well, but I go for the Thunderbolt, and it just destroys. So I'm getting health back from my Black Sludge, and she sends out a Palpitoad, and it uses Stealth Rocks. I use Pain Split because I anticipated something, so I just want to get some health back. I go out to my Goodbye, what I think would be my sweeper. She misses Hydro Pump. I go for Earthquake. It lives it. Goes for Hydro Pump and OHKOs me. So yeah, there goes that idea. It dies because of Life Orb though, so that's kind of good because that thing probably could have swept my team. Like, actually, it would have swept my team. So I go for the Ice Shard. Super effective. Ninjask goes for X-Scissor. Doesn't do much. It goes for Protect just because it predicts the Ice Shard, I guess. I don't know. It's not really hard to predict. So this turn I go for the Ice Shard and I miss, and it goes for X-Scissor. So now I go for, what is it called? I go for Rapid Spin just because I know it's going to protect, and I want to keep Ice Shard because it could come in handy. So I'm getting leftovers. He's getting Speed Boost. Doesn't matter. I go for Ice Shard. Kills it. About time. It didn't even do anything. It just stood there for a while. Goes out to his Lantern. I Rapid Spin the hazards away, and it goes for Volt Switch and kills me. Which, that's good because my Delibird wasn't needed anymore, and it lets me see what I want to bring out. So I go out to my Chime Echo. I always call this team Chime Cho. I go out to my Chime Echo, go for the Psychic. It crits. I don't know if that mattered. I would damage calc, but I don't want to, and I don't know how to. So he goes back out to his Lantern. I go for the Calm Mind. I know there's a Volt Switch coming up. That's why I go for the Calm Mind to boost my my Shadow Ball, because I noticed the Axis is coming out. It was just very obvious. So it goes for the Thunderbolt. There's 23%. I go for the Shadow Ball. Destroy it. So now I'm up 3-1 with a Toxic Lantern out here. I go for Psychic. Does 53%. Lanterns, I guess, are kind of especially defensive. I didn't really know that. Well, I knew it, but I thought that was only in-game. I didn't think it was actually Wi-Fi too. I go for the U-turn because I don't want to take the water move, and I go out to my Coughing. It goes to the Surf, does 50%. I go for the, this here I make a critical mistake. I don't know if I thought it had Water Absorb, but I go for the Thunderbolt, and it has Volt Absorb. So, yeah, now I'm sitting here with only a Moltres left and a Lantern, so I have to survive 1 turn, but thanks to the Toxic, it's only at 8%, so I go for the Air Slash and kill it. So yeah, that was that. So this one is an NU battle. This is the NU team I've started using recently. By recently, I mean I made it like 2 days ago. Some of these things are already here, like the Artillery and the Electros. Those are already there. I have this Musharna actually from a random battle, and I tried it out and it was pretty good. So I was like, I'll put it on my team. This Garbodor was the new addition, and this Ninjask was a new addition when I was trying to do a gimmick in which I was trying to pretty much sweep with the Shuckle. That didn't work out, but the Ninjask was still a good asset. And so, yeah, he leads with his Gigalith, and I lead with my Ninjask. I go for the sub, because that's all ninjas do, sub, protect, time pass. But anyway, I'm getting a speed boost right now, getting leftovers. I go for protect behind the sub, just because I want to keep the sub up. He goes for the stone edge, he hits, but I protect it. I go for the roost. I don't know if these things normally carry roost, but I do, because if we're gonna sub baton pass and just stall, you might as well get some HP back for it. And Ninjask is a terrible Pokemon to stall with because it's so frail, which as you can see by my subs breaking in one hit every single time. But yeah, he goes for the stone edge those last few turns and he hits me. I go for the sub again. He goes for the stone edge, he hits. My strategy with this is usually just sub until stone edge misses and then baton pass. But I don't do it this time. I baton pass into my Musharna, which by the way is scarfed. So this is a what? 4 times speed scarfed Musharna. And I baton pass out to artillery. I only went in to see if Musharna's defense was like. I couldn't really remember. So anyway, I go for the surf and it lives with 30. That was expected. Goes for the earthquake and kills me. So I take damage from stealth rocks and I go for the rock blast. And yeah, that's a dead Gigalith. So he sends out his heat more. I go for the rock blast again. Get a crit and super effective. And so this heat more goes down. And I know you guys are thinking, why would you upload this? This is clearly a sweep. No, you're wrong. You'll see later what happens. I go for the rock blast again, kill this Articuno. And at this point in the chat, he's like, man, you're playing like an ass. I'm like, how? This is a Pokemon, it's a set, it's not illegal, you shouldn't be mad. So I KO his Rapidash. He brings in a Stunfisk, which sounds like it's farting. I go for the Bullet Seed. Those whole times I was going for Rock Blast to fake the Scarf, just to see if it would fall for it. It doesn't really matter. I go for the Bullet Seed. He goes Discharge, does 40 damage. This thing is terribly frail. Anyway, I go for the Bullet Seed again. It's doing about 10 each time, but it's not going to kill. It's going to live with 1%. And he goes for the Scald, gets 25 minus, and burns me. And so I'm at 10%. So I go for the Tail Slap, just to see what it does. And yeah, I died a burn. So there goes that. So now I'm up 4-1. And he sends out his Regice. I go out to my Electros, and I go for the Super Fang. He goes for the Ice Beam. At this point, I was like, I should go for Super Fang again, but like, no, because I could probably just kill it. And yeah, he does the Resto Chesto, and I was like, yeah, I should have went for Super Fang again, because this does nothing. So always trust your gut. I go out to my Ninjask, which takes way too much damage from entries, and I go for the Protect as it goes to the Ice Beam. And so yeah, right now I'm just getting up speed. I go for the sub, he goes for the Ice Beam, breaks my sub. So I go out to no. What do I do? Yeah, I protect again. Sorry, and go for the Ice Beam. He goes for the Ice Beam as I'm protecting. I was thinking about I go for the Roost to see if it can live it because I know it takes away its flying status, and it can't. So yeah, that's sad. I go out to my Garbodor. I go for the Acid Spray for the lower defense or the lower special defense, but it doesn't work because he has Clear Body. I knew that. I pretty much just gave up. I go for the Psychic. He goes for the Ice Beam. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention on my Garbodor, he crit me. I don't know if that matters, but I'm pretty sure it did. And the thing about this battle is, I normally run Flamethrower on my Electros, but I did not this game, and that's what cost me. So yeah, he wins this one, and yeah, it was still a good battle. That the 4th move really matters. So if you're ever thinking between moves, it's like, oh, the 4th move doesn't matter. It really does. It really does. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, just remember, you are a rose in a field of daisies. Deuces.